back. Ti2 here, back again with some knife therapy, except this is not a knife. You got a pen. I think this is probably the first pen, maybe the second pen. Yeah, second pen I've done on my channel. I'm not really a pen guy, but I am an EDC guy. I love my gear and gadgets, and I use a pen pretty much every day. So when I saw Crkt announce this collaboration, I was pretty excited for it. And what we have here today is the Crkt Techliner. Now, I was already familiar with this design because I have the original version of it, and that is the Ti2 Designs Techliner. And basically what we're going to do in this video is compare the two and see if you think this is a good fit for you. So let's back up. Let's back out the camera a little bit. Alrighty. So get started with price tag. The aluminum one from Crkt is $35, and this is the Shorty. They have a regular size Shorty and a mini, I think. And this one is $75. So quite a big difference. You know, even I know a lot of people are gonna say $35 is outrageous for a pen, but I mean, we spend a lot of money on a lot of things that are probably outrageous, including the knives, but I love them, so that's all that matters. And on the Techline, the Crkt, you have an aluminum body. And like I said, on this one, you can get this one in titanium, copper, brass. I don't think there's a stainless, but I could be wrong. And real quick, one thing that makes these pens pretty unique and cool are the magnetic cap and tail caps. They have those, I think it's niobium or whatever magnets, those are rare earth magnets. And that's what keeps the lid on. Listen. Whoop. Keeps it nice. I think they said it's like a 2-pound pull and perfect. It's not going to come off. And then you have another magnet right there. Boop. And you can fidget with it. I forgot. I think you can put it like something like this. Yeah. And just, you can do whatever you want. Make it a fidget spinner, whatever you want to do. But I find with it capped and everything, I find the Shorty is the perfect size for me. I get a full pen size. It's not too overly long, especially whenever it's capped. So there you go. You have the same mechanism in the aluminum Crkt version. And it does just the same up here. I'm guessing they use the same type of magnets, but I'm not certain on that. I didn't see it listed. Alrighty. And let's see. With the original, it comes with a titanium bent over pocket clip, and the Crkt comes with a stainless. Now I will say, after putting them both in a shirt pocket and in my pants pocket, the retention on the Crkt one is a little bit better for me. It's a little bit stronger because of the stainless, and it's got a little bit more pop to it. But this one is not, I'm not scared it's going to come out of my pocket or anything. They both have the same exact style, and they have a perfect ramp. It goes in and out. Let's see if I can show you real quick in a pants pocket. This one goes in the shirt pocket very easily, but it's very smooth, so it comes in and out. If you have some really thin shirt pocket, it might not stay in there that great. This one gives you a little bit extra push on there, but it's a little bit more confidence in it. Let's see. The overall length, the Shorty is 5 inches even, and they're very, very similar. Whoop, there you go. The Crkt is 5.06, so you're not going to notice that at all. See, another big difference is the ink cartridges. The Crkt uses a medium nibbed Fisher Space Pen. Talk about that a little bit later. And I think this one uses a Schmidt Easy Flow or something like that. One of those, maybe a Pilot. I forget the exact size, but this one is a fine tip on there. I find that this one writes better. I like the flow of the ink on this one. I'm not a huge fan of Fisher Space pens, those type inks, but it gets the job done. It writes okay. But I'm not sure if this is a pressurized cartridge. I should have found that out, but you can look it up if you want. Let's see. You have a little bit thicker of a body on the Crkt, not by much, and you won't notice it. 0.42 inches wide on the body. This one is 0.37 inches on the body. And then the caps, you could probably see the cap on this one's a little bit bigger. It's at 0.46 inches, and this one's at 0.43. Whoop. Let me see. So overall, I'd say they're both great pens. I like this one a whole lot. I use this one probably 90% of the time. I have some other ones, like I said. I have a tactical turn or whatever, I think that's what it's called. Let's get a weight on these. Aluminum, the titanium, 0.93. I'd say they're pretty close, probably. 0.95, so yeah, very, very close. And the only reason this one's a little bit heavier is because it's a little bit thicker and a little bit longer. That's why that little bit extra, because aluminum's lighter than titanium, so that, and you do have a stainless clip, so maybe that's adding for the extra weight. All right, so I'm gonna talk about my two nitpicks I have of this, and it could be a deal breaker for some people, especially if you have messed up hands like mine. For me, this knurling, even though it gives you some good traction, it's pretty uncomfortable whenever you're, if you're like me, I bear down on the end of the pen pretty good. And whenever you bear down, you'll have those little ridges on here. So not the most comfortable. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, I may sand this off. I'm not sure. I still want to have some grip there, so I might sand it off and do something similar to that. I'm not sure. You have it on this side, but this side doesn't really matter. I get they were trying not to make it slick, because if it would have had this finish right here, it's very slick, the anodizing on the aluminum. So I know they didn't want this part to be slick. It would just slide out of your hands, just like they did on this. You have to put some sort of texture. Well, you don't have to, but it just makes it a little bit easier to hold on to. Another thing for me, like I said, I'm not the biggest Fisher Space Pen ink guy. I don't really like the way it writes. I'm sure I'll be able to find maybe the same cartridge that fits in here. I'm not sure. I will find that out. If I find that out before I upload the video, I'll put it down in the description. But overall, if you can do without, like, if this isn't going to bother you and you're okay with a Fisher Space Pen refill, I'd say definitely go for it. If you wanted, like, if you really wanted this one, but it's out of your range, you couldn't spend $75, $35, I think it'd be well spent. I'm pretty impressed. CRKT is just, they keep on coming with these awesome collaborations that, I don't know. It really blows my mind. I don't know how they're able to pull in all these, cool collaborations, but I guess they're really good to work for. Let's hope their quality on these pens, is, consistent. I mean, I didn't notice, I've only been carrying it for a couple of days now. I haven't noticed anything coming loose. Like I said, the pocket clip works good. The cartridge writes pretty good. Let's see. I mean, I can put, my handwriting's terrible, but there you go. it writes pretty good. This one being fine point, I think it writes a little bit better and it flows a little bit better. I just find all the pens I had with the Fisher Space pens, it's just the writings kind of stop sometimes, even with that pressurized cartridge. At least, hey, you can write in the rain with these, and you can write upside down. I'm guessing this is probably a pressurized cartridge too, but I don't know. So there you go. If you have the Techliner, let me know what you think. Or if you have both, let me know what you think. Especially if you have it, let me know if this bothers you. I'd like to know, is it just because my hands are sensitive and beat up, or it's, a problem for the average person. If you like this video, find it helpful in any way, please give it a big thumbs up so I know you enjoyed the content. If you like my videos in general and you're not already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And I hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.